So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. Oh, what a ball is in here! Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
Thinks one through. Oh, they can break here. Beckham. He's through here. And it's Luis Suarez. Nedved, chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Chile with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. No, that's been intercepted. Batistuta! Batistuta! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Chile have themselves a chance from the spot. This for the lead. 1-0, never any doubt. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 has hit one! And he's there to belt it away.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Bastoni does well to get it back. Beckham. And it's lofted through here. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Chouameni. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Beckham. Chouameni. Luis Suarez. Real chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Guardiola. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Alcantara. Dixon. Paris Saint-Germain looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Nicely weighted ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Ooh, perfectly measured that. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Chouameni, oh no, that was never going to make it. Danielson.
This is the time you need that pace. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well, that has not gone well. Nedved. Right, Batistuta. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Well, they've got it again, and he was quick to react. Chouameni. Now it's Luis Suarez. Played back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Can he put it away? It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Chile are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, what a climb! And more, and more, and more! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So you hear the chants of easy, easy, and those are entirely justified. 3-0 after 45 minutes, and it is hard to believe that there won't be more after the break.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Chile, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break. So off we go once more. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. And here's Suarez. He's having a go! Smashing save, really good save that.
Nedved put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Some resolute defending there. That has been cut short. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's away. Just the keeper to beat. Goalkeeper's ball.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And here's Suarez. Nedved. And it's Luis Suarez. And he's found a way past. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, good-looking ball. Chile really do look to have it all sewn up here. Threads one in. Tries a shot! And somehow he kept it out.
Paris Saint-Germain were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de 80.607.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Great ball if he can get there. That was always going to be the keepers. Alexander-Arnold. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Batistuta is flagged offside. And that is as far as they're going to go. He is through here. Batistuta. And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Beckham. Beckham. Chooses to go back. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Beckenbauer. Chouameni. Costa Curta. Chouameni. Batistuta. No luck with that dink over the top. Paris Saint-Germain do have a chance to counter here. Yamal. Good spot, he's seen the run. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Nedved puts his foot on the gas. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Batistuta, and he's running through. And that is a little undercooked. And here's Nedved. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Nedved goes steaming forward. Oh, sweet feet. Nedved driving forwards. Oh, great run, magical. Suarez gets flagged offside.
Cambio.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And it's Batistuta. Now it's Beckham. A heavy challenge. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And they're back on the ball again. And here's Suarez. He's played him through.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Now it's Haaland. So that's it. It is all over. Chile really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Batistuta
Señoras
taking
y
in the
señores.
accolades. Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Baggio going face-to-face with his great rival. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. Fiddles it through. Costa Curta makes the interception. Puyol. And Dixon. Alcantara. Beckenbauer. And it's Beckham. To Beckham. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Luis Suarez. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. Roberto Baggio. Corner given. Beckham plays it short. Chile have the chance to go the other way. And it's Beckham. Pirlo. Roberto Baggio.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Guardiola. Nedved. And it's Batistuta. That looks a good ball through. Beckham. Adriano. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Adriano! Guardiola. That's Beckham. Now Costa Curta. Guardiola. And Dixon. Alcantara. Now it's Luis Suarez. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Roberto Baggio. That has not gone well. Beckham. And it's Guardiola. Costa Curta. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Nedved. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Gerrard. To Beckham. Now it's Torres. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Beckham. And they've switched it over to the other side. Great position here. Deftly away. Now it's Luis Suarez. Batistuta. Oh, that's neat. And it's Guardiola. Roberto Carlos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Guardiola. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And it's Puyol. Costa Curta. And it's Guardiola. Torres. Played out to the right. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Nedved looking to run onto it. Beckham. Now Roberto Baggio. Gerrard. Pirlo. And it's Baggio. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Beckenbauer. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. So your views on the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
Here we go again then.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Gets his pass away. He's in a good position here. Roberto Carlos. And it's Pirlo. And Baggio. Beckham. Oh, sweet feet. He rises! And it's a goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Beckham. Roberto Carlos. Gerrard. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Luis Suarez.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Guardiola. Chile still trailing by 1 and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Batistuta. And that should get the job done. And it's Batistuta. Roberto Baggio. Beckham proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
And here's Batistuta. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Maldini. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only 1 down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
That's a nicely met. And Torres! And he was there to get a vital touch.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous.
Substitution in progress.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Batistuta. David Villa. Guardiola. Chile perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Spread out to the left. Back into the middle. Adriano! And again the keeper stands strong. They've played it short, and it's Baggio. Chile are looking to go forward now. Now it's Luis Suarez, and there's green grass ahead of him.
Chile are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Baresi can get it clear. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Cruyff coming on here, a change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Fernando Torres. Coming on to replace him is
Now it's Nedved.
number 14, Johan Cruyff.
There's the shot! And he gets rid in a hurry. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And he's there to clear it. Now that's a fine challenge.
Chile really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Pirlo. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Beckham. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
No, he's not going to get any further than that. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Puyol.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Roberto Carlos. A good play on the left-hand side here. Adriano. Rummenigge back and defending.
Added time.
Rummenigge proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
That's a decent clearance. He's in a great position. Great hit! David Villa. And the referee brings it to a close. Chile bow out. Defeat sealing their fate. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, what can I say, Peter? It seemed like the enormity of the task got the better of the players, and they never really got going. I know it can happen to even the best of us, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this was a painful watch, very painful.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Thank you for your cooperation.
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Beckham played it early. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. They've played it short. That is lovely. Shapes to shoot! Tries the cup, and the shot! Oh, that's magnificent!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Convertido en el minuto 6.
Oh, that is out of this world. Terrific improvisation and execution.
That's just absolutely phenomenal, but you can tell he meant every bit of that. Great improvisation.
So, a breakthrough already. Beckham. Ball is over the line. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Guardiola passes short and sharp. Batistuta is flagged offside. Suarez providing an outlet on that flank. Luis Suarez! There's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Convertido en el minuto 12.
That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Luis Suarez.
Chile grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Suarez. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Piqué. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. And it's Baggio. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's straight offside. Adriano, Roberto Carlos, out to the right,
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Beckham with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Gerrard. It's a goal kick. Guardiola. Beckham. And it's Nedved. Batistuta. Baresi. That's Maldini. Half an hour played now. And it's Baggio. Oh, that's a nice ball. Roberto Carlos looking to get on the end of this. Guardiola. Beckenbauer. And Dixon. Guardiola. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Maldini. Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dixon. And it's Puyol. Alcantara. Now it's Batistuta. Luis Suarez. There's the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Beckham plays it short.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's managed to get rid. That's good play. Roberto Carlos does well to stand firm and defend it. Could move up a gear here. And it's Fernando Torres. Roberto Baggio. Played out towards the right wing. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Gently done. Guardiola. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Pirlo. Played out to the right. Beckham has it out wide and in space. Up he goes! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Piqué. Roberto Baggio. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Chile head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. And we are up to the break.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each.
Aquí están los jugadores.
And so we're off again. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Guardiola to Luis Suarez. Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
He gets big. It's in.
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Gol. Convertido en el minuto 49.
Yeah, I'd call that
Número
transition
11.
with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Gerrard. Roberto Carlos. Crossed in a big header! Well, that is remarkable.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Costa Curta. Puyol. And Dixon. Has a look and plays it forward. Nedved in acres of space out wide. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Roberto Carlos. And it's Beckham. It's a good run down the right. And that has been knocked clear. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And the counter is on now then. Now it's Luis Suarez. Gerrard cuts it out. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Baresi gets over and intercepts.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Roberto Baggio. Roberto Baggio! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
Beckham is being harried and hassled.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Crosses it in.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Guardiola. Dixon. Beckham. Guardiola. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Piqué. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And it's Roberto Carlos.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Luis Suarez. Beckham. Now it's Torres. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Batistuta. Luis Suarez. And that has been clubbed away. Now it's Nedved. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's been taken short. Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's going to go a long way. A searching ball that into space. And that has been cleared. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Roberto Carlos. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, great ball!
Chile need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Now it's Beckham. Beckham. Showing good feet. Pirlo. Gerrard. Closing in on goal. Real chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
That's that, the end. Chile are beaten and they are out. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, what can I say, Peter? It seemed like the enormity of the task got the better of the players, and they never really got going. I know it can happen to even the best of us, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this was a painful watch, very painful.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Señoras y señores, por favor, arrojen toda la basura en los botes ubicados en las zonas de acceso. Muchas gracias.